Louisiana beer reviews, Heineken Light. Okay, there are a few other video reviews for this beer. The camera's making a shadow. It's so bright out here at 8:15 a.m. About 52 degrees. There are a few video reviews for this beer, not many. Now this is not the same as Heineken Premium Light, which was in production from 2005 to 2013. This is a 2013 introduction. One of my viewers kept telling me that it's reformulated. And I said, it is? And then I did some research, and in fact it was. In 2013 they began to use Cascade hops to, they said, make it more flavorful. And they use what they call their A yeast. This is brewed in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Holland. 99 calories. They say it's 3.2% alcohol. Not on the Heineken website or anything I could find from Heineken, but Crescent Crown Brewing of New Orleans said that it's 3.2%, which is low alcohol. So there's no written reviews for it because they're all mixed together. I mean, there might be, but they're not differentiating the old recipe and the new. It is a new one, relatively new, 2 years now. I couldn't get singles of it. I did find a 4-pack at Robert's supermarket over there on Robert E. Lee Boulevard in New Orleans. $5.75 for a 4-pack of these 16-ounce cans. They have it around here, you know, but it's using the 12 packs of the bottles. I didn't want to get a whole 12-pack. Yeah, that's a little expensive, but Heineken, generally you're going to pay more for that, and even if Heineken could sell it cheaper, they would not, because they position themselves as a above premium brand like Stella Artois. So Budweiser is the same thing. Michelob, they could sell it cheaper, but they don't want the perception to be that it's a cheap beer. Okay, very thick white head, clear, sparkling appearance, golden appearance. There is sediment in there. I can see little gritty sediment, which is typical for any lager, filtered lager, if it's under such a strong light. Chemtrails again. I'd like to see a clear day that's actually clear. Actually, I got a set of 4 little glasses from Danny. Thank you, Danny, the distributor for Jim Carrey Distributing. Jim Carrey of St. Tammany Parish delivers some of the all the Miller beers and the Heineken beers to our town, but then the Coors side of it is coming from Crescent Crown in New Orleans. It's kind of a territorial overlap. The aroma is sweet, bready, very light, as you would expect. There is some grassiness from those hops. Yeah, a clear day that was clear. That would be a nice thing. Look at all that. You almost never see a blue sky anymore. Now, I thought the original Heineken Premium Light was good. You know, better than average for a light beer. This one is, there's sweetness. There's, I suppose those Cascade hops add a little more, relatively more flavor, a little more maybe pininess, a little bit, but it's so minor. I don't see where it really made a difference. If it's any better, it was already okay. I wouldn't buy a light beer typically to drink. Nice lacing. The body, the mouthfeel and the body, as you can imagine, is light and watery, and the finish is crisp, clean, and refreshing. Is this really any better than Milwaukee's Best Light? No, and in fact, that one might have a little more hoppiness, if you can believe it. So for a light beer, it's probably an A minus, I guess. For beer overall, it's, I guess, a C. It's average. I mean, you know, get on Beer Advocate. They're not, like I said, they're not differentiating between the old and new recipe, but they're saying it's awful. It's not awful. It doesn't taste awful. I've had a lot of, well, I've had some awful, and I can tell you, this ain't it. European beer. Here's some European fairy tales. Popular fairy tales illustrated the Grimm brothers. This is an old book. It's probably from around the 1890s. It's kind of falling apart. New York publishers. The Dragon's Grandmother. They have little stories in here I've never heard of. 38, 90, 102 stories, and then there's, well, it's 108 different stories. Wow. Really something. Snow White and Rose Red. Yeah, you don't hear about that. The Ball of Crystal. You can't even say that. The boots made of buffalo leather. I ought to read this thing. Snow White and Red Rose, yeah. There's a bear at the door. Anyway, something to see. The drummer. Don't know anything about the drummer. Okay, Laissez-les Bon Temps Roulé. A good light beer. Don't know about good overall. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to, I don't even know what you call that. A frosted clear sky, warming New Orleans.